Sometimes old guard autocratic Republicans moan about the free choices of other men. Sometimes this is critical because they still hold positions of power. Now these autocratic Republicans are attempting to kill a very moderate hemp legalization bill in Idaho by refusing to allow the Senate to vote on the popular measure. Welcome to the Charles Carroll Society. I am your host, the self-appointed bard of the American Redoubt. One person who has been very vocal about his opposition to hemp legalization is a radio host of some renown named Kevin Miller from KIDO down around Boise, Idaho. Kevin Miller and these autocratic Republicans believe the government should have the power to police what you grow on your own windowsill. Kevin and these autocratic Republicans believe the government should have the right to murder you and your family if you choose to grow a plant they don't agree with. They consider this family values. These autocratic Republicans do not stand for liberty. They do not stand for smaller government. They only stand for choices of free people when they agree with those choices. They oppose strongly choices made by free men that they do not agree with. These autocratic Republicans reject the wisdom of our forefathers. Forefathers like Thomas Paine, who said, "He that would make his own liberty secure must guard even his enemy from oppression. For if he violates this duty, he establishes a precedent that will reach to himself." These autocratic Republicans who want to police non-intoxicating plants on people's private land also reject the wisdom of Catholic scholars like Saint and Doctor of the Catholic Church, Thomas Aquinas, when he said, "Wherefore human laws do not forbid all vices, from which the virtuous abstain, but only the more grievous vices from which it is possible for the majority to abstain, and chiefly those that are to the hurt of others, without the prohibition which human society could not be maintained. Thus human law prohibits murder, theft, and the like." This is from question 96, Article 2 of the Power of the Human Law. Now, some people would call marijuana a vice, and it's questionable whether the government should have the right to kill you for exercising this vice. But the current bill in front of the Idaho Senate is not to legalize marijuana. It is to legalize hemp. Hemp is a non-intoxicating form of cannabis with less than 0.3 THC. Hemp cannot get you high. But let's see what other Christian congregations have said about medicinal marijuana. People like these old guard autocratic Republicans reject the wisdom of the Episcopalian Church, which has taken the official position of medical marijuana as follows. The Episcopalian Church urges the adoption by Congress and all states of statutes providing the use of marijuana be permitted when deemed medically appropriate by duly licensed medical practitioners. Resolution 1982 B004. These old guard autocratic Republicans reject the wisdom of the LDS Church and its leader, President Russell M. Nelson, who stated clearly that the issue of medicinal marijuana use was best left to the individual consultation with scriptures and a member's bishop. In 2010, the quorum of 12 apostles reiterated the same point. Again, hemp is not marijuana. Hemp cannot get you high. And hemp has numerous uses. The total sale of U.S. hemp industry in 2017 was approximately $820 million. 190 million were derived from hemp derived CBD products. 181 were for personal care products, and 137 million were for hemp food products. Financial experts are predicting the sale of hemp products could reach $2 billion by 2022. All of these hemp-based products are legal to be consumed in Idaho. They're legal to be sold in Idaho and are on the shelves of many Idaho department stores. Yet none of these hemp-based products are legal to be grown or manufactured in Idaho. The 2019 Idaho Hemp Act seeks to remedy this ludicrous situation. Kevin Miller of KIDO states that if we legalize hemp, we could, and I quote, say goodbye to the tremendous family-friendly quality of life that we have here in Idaho without the weed going mainstream. Well, does he provide any evidence for that? None. When you have personal opinion that's non-moored to any type of principles, then people can rightfully suspect it's just your personal prejudice. Over 17 states allow the cultivation of hemp, including California, Colorado, Indiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Nevada, North Dakota, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Vermont, Virginia, West Virginia, Montana, and Wyoming all permit licensed growers to produce industrial hemp for commercial purposes. Montana farmers, Montana is directly to the east of Idaho, have planted over 22,000 acres of industrial hemp this year, boosting Montana to the top of the list of hemp-producing states in the nation. Have you noticed any marijuana zombies? Has the family-friendly society of Montana been impacted in some huge way that none of us can enjoy Montana? I bet that most people who have recently visited Montana didn't even know that 22,000 acres of hemp were planted and being harvested. I encourage all men of goodwill who actually stand for liberty and smaller government to reject these scare tactics, like the scare tactics of the reefer madness of yesteryear and the lies of this elder generation of autocratic Republicans. Listen to the wisdom of our forefathers. Stand for less government involvement in the lives of all citizens when possible. I encourage you to call the Idaho Senate State Affairs Committee today to demand an up or down vote on the legalization of hemp in Idaho. Christ is our only king. Viva Cristo Rey, viva Cristo Rey, viva Cristo Rey, y the Virgin of Guadalupe.